The sun had barely risen when Daniel Reyes tightened the frayed laces on his old work boots and slung a small lunch bag over his shoulder. He kissed his sleeping daughter, Lily, on the forehead and quietly stepped out of their modest one-bedroom apartment on the outskirts of town. He had exactly 2 hours to make it to her school, on foot. The journey was nearly 7 miles, but Daniel made it daily without complaint. He didn't have a car, and the last bus that used to come through their neighborhood had been canceled due to budget cuts. But he had promised Lily he'd always be there. Every parent-teacher meeting, every award assembly, every small moment that mattered. And Daniel never broke his promises. He walked through quiet suburbs, construction zones, and underpasses. Some mornings it rained, some were bitterly cold. On this day, it was just warm enough for his shirt to cling to his back with sweat. But Daniel didn't mind. His little girl was in 2nd grade, and she was everything he had. Since her mother passed away 2 years ago, Daniel had done everything he could to be both dad and mom, working odd jobs, picking up night shifts, and still finding the time to help Lily with homework by flashlight when the power got shut off. He had never asked for help. He believed hard work was enough. That morning, as he reached the school gates and waved to Lily from a distance, a pair of eyes were watching him, not with suspicion, but with growing curiosity. Principal Emma Cartwright, who had taken over the struggling elementary school 6 months earlier, had noticed something odd in the school records. Lily Reyes had perfect attendance, even for events most students skipped. But the address on file was far from the school, a distance that made her punctuality almost impossible. Teachers often spoke about how involved Lily's father was, despite his worn clothes and quiet demeanor. So, Principal Cartwright decided to investigate, not to judge, but to understand. That morning, she followed Daniel from a discreet distance, leaving her car 2 blocks away. She watched as he stopped to pick up a granola bar someone had dropped, looked it over, and placed it carefully on a nearby bench in case its owner returned. She saw him help an elderly woman load groceries outside a corner shop, refusing the small tip she offered. And then she saw him finally reach the school gates, breathless, but smiling, as if the walk had been nothing. Later that day, after Lily had gone to class, Emma approached Daniel in the hallway. "Mr. Reyes, can we talk for a moment?" she asked gently. Daniel's heart skipped. Had he done something wrong? Was Lily okay? He nodded cautiously and followed her into her office. "I've noticed how involved you are. How committed," she began. Daniel looked embarrassed and rubbed the back of his neck. "Just doing my best," he replied quietly. Emma smiled. "Do you walk here every day?" He hesitated before nodding. "It's not much of a walk if it's for my little girl." Emma was silent for a moment. Then she opened a drawer and pulled out a manila folder. "Mr. Reyes, we have a program, not very well known, for parents like you. It's meant to support families going through difficult times. Would you be open to it?" Daniel blinked, unsure. "I don't want charity," he said, gently but firmly. "It's not charity," she replied. "It's a community effort. Sometimes we just need to give back to those who already give so much." Later that week, Daniel received a call. A local nonprofit, through a partnership with the school, was offering him a refurbished used car. No strings attached. It was enough to bring him to tears. But what touched him more was the letter that came with it, written by Principal Cartwright herself. It read, "Your daughter comes to school every day with kindness in her eyes and strength in her smile." That doesn't come from luck. It comes from a parent who shows up every single day.